So this form we have here is a simple form. We have only one group with two controls inside this group. In a large complex application, you might have a form with multiple subgroups. So let me show you how to implement that. Imagine these username and password controls are part of a larger form. And in that form, we're going to have a subgroup called account. So here in our form group object, I'm going to add a key called account. And here, instead of creating a new form control, I'm going to create a form group. Give it an object. Inside this group, we're going to have two controls, username and password. So I'm going to move these two controls right here. Okay. Now, when you have subgroups and you want to access a control using the get method, you need to pass the full path to that control. So here we should change this to account.username. Okay. Now let's go back to our template. So here's our form. This is our username field. And note that here we're using form control name to associate this input field with the form control object we created in our component. Now, if you go back to the browser, we're going to get an error. Let's have a look. So this is the error. Cannot find control with name username. Because username is no longer a root control. Now it's part of a group called account. So in Angular, just we have this directive called form control name. We have another directive called form group name. So let me collapse this form group here. So we have two form groups, username and password. I'm going to add a new div and move these two form groups inside that div. So here is a div. I'm going to wrap these two form groups with this div, okay? Like this. Now on this div, we apply a directive called form group name. And here we set the name of our group, which is account. Now, let me expand this. So with this change, when Angular sees this directive here, form control name, it's going to look up the username control under the account group. So if you go back to the browser, look, the error is gone. So this is how you use nested groups in a form.